Hey guys, for today's video I'm going to show you how to fold women's panties. So I brought out some of these things that I bought for the block rolling course, as well as some boxer briefs and typical, panties. So yeah, I'm going to show you on all these 4 types. I think that covers everything for women. Now one thing to note is that 2 of them are technically for men, since I am a man and I only have these for the course. So I hope you don't mind, they're pretty much the same, only these accommodate a little bit more room. So yeah, let's start out by doing these small panties with a small behind. So generally for women's underwear, I like to fold them so with the thinnest side facing up. So on these ones, that would be with the butt facing up. With some of the other ones, we will go for the front facing up. So for these typical panties without knees, I like to do a method where we start out by putting them down like this, and then we roll them over once, twice, and then halfway up like this. And then from here, we're going to split it into 3 parts here. And we're going to take one side at a time, fold it in, and then you can fold in the other side as well, like this. At this point, this is a little bit tricky the first couple of times, but what you're going to do now is lift up the panties like this. And you see this dangling part there that was standing behind before? We'll take that and flip it over like this. And at this point, you're going to hold on to all of it while opening the very top of the band. So that is the part that you folded up at the beginning. And you're going to take this little end here and you're going to stuff it inside here like this. Now just stuff it as far as you can and kind of secure it like this. And then from here, the band that we folded over before, we're going to fold it back out like this, the right way. You can do that one more time, like this. And feel free to just fix it a little bit. In the end, you should be left with something like this. If you want to fix it up a little bit, you can massage it a little bit, make it look pretty. This also works for your boxer briefs and this kind of stuff, but it's most effective for panties, like the typical panties. For the boxer briefs, I do prefer to burrito roll method, as I think that turns out a lot better. So for that, we're going to split it up here and we're going to wring it out over itself like this. And you don't need a whole lot of space for boxer briefs. Maybe 2 inches or 3 centimeters, 4, it's more than enough. So what we're going to do is again split it into 4 parts. No, 3 parts, sorry. You can split it into 4 parts as well, then you will be left with a longer and thinner fold. But I prefer 3 for boxer briefs. So splitting it into 3 parts here, I'm going to fold one side over like this. And then I'm going to take the other side, fold it over this side. So it's a little bit different than the previous method, but they do kind of serve the same purpose here coming up. For this method, we're going to roll it up like this. So I like to pinch with some of my finger, and I can help with the last 2 or 3 even, to flatten everything out as you roll it. You don't need to roll it too tight. You can decide how much you want to roll it yourself, but if you roll it too tight, it tends to wrinkle up a little bit. It's better to just don't roll it so hard that the fabric starts tugging really hard, then you're doing it too much. But not too loosely either, because then it may fall apart. Anyway, back to the fold here. Once we have rolled it up all the way here to the top, you can take one of your hands and lift up all of it. Make sure it doesn't unravel as you lift it all up, like this. And now you see that there is this roll here. And this band that we flipped outside in the beginning, we're going to take that and we're going to flip it over all of the roll here, like this. I like to do one side at a time. So once you have it on one side, take the free hand, turn it around, and now you can use the other hand to flip this side over as well. And again, feel free to adjust it. The first couple of times, this one can be a little bit tricky. This is my personal favorite, however. It's a really cool one. I want to show you for these specifically can be very hard to fold up to stay together, so let's do those last. But I just want to show you with these, the granny panties. Actually, it is like tidy whities for men that I bought for the course, but we'll use them as well since they are very typical women's panties, except for one. So for these, I will also, you can do both of these two for these as well. However, I do prefer to roll it up like the first method. But for these, I'm going to start out by putting the front facing up, since you can see the buttocks is a lot thicker than on the small women's underwear. So again, rolling it up once, twice, and halfway again. The trick is that you want to get about halfway down the panties, so that's what we about achieve doing it like this. And again, we're going to split it into 3 parts here, and flip it back once on one side, and then over on the other side as well. At this point, one hand, lift it up, and this part that was dangling on this side, over on the other, hold it, and lift up only the top one, only the top layer, like this. And then you can stuff this inside. I hope it's possible to see here with the light and all. And from here, now we're pretty much safe. I mean, if it falls out on the edges, especially these with the thicker buttocks, just stuff it in there. Make sure everything is nice and tight in there. So again, this band can be flipped out over the rest once and twice, like so. And again, just feel free to adjust it a little bit if you want to. This and this will hold together really nicely. Now for these small panties, typical G-strings and thongs, they're very hard to roll up. I have done it in my course, but I think for the YouTube video we're just going to stick with a simple roll for these, and I will show you something that you can do to keep them together. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to split it into let's say 3 parts, and I'm going to fold in these sides with the strings on the side like this. And then let's just fold it over in half once and one more time like this. This is best. I think this is very easy for these ones. However, what I like to do, personally, for these is that if you have a matching bra or something that you like to use along with these, what you can do is to take your bra. Now to fold the bra is very simple. Just close it up and put the straps underneath. That's really all we need to do. Same thing for the bras with the typical cups. Totally fine as well. What I'm going to do is take the panties and I'm going to put them into one of the cups here. And I'm going to close it up like this. Now you have a set together that you can put in your dresser. If you have Ziploc bags, that's really nice. Or if you have any nylon bags, anything really that you can see through or you can mark, you can put it into those. That will secure it even further. Now of course you can do this with other types of panties as well. It's also excellent for swimwear or anything that you need to match. Actually it's perfect for swimwear, since then you can just grab it, go to the beach and you're good, right? Yeah, so this is how I would do it. And as you know, I love the blocks. This is the swimsuit from the course. And I would just stack it like this. And these other ones too can be easily stacked. You just need to flatten them on the bottom. It's easiest to do it like this, so that everything is flat. Sure it's balanced, nice. Like this. And these ones are the easiest to stack. So you can put them, if you have like this kind of system, or just in your dresser, if you have any dividers, they're very easy to stack. This is what I do without making the video too long here. So yeah. I hope this was interesting. I know I'm a man, but I had a lot of knowledge that I figured I could share, since it's been a while since I released the course. But again, if you want to learn how to do this in a step-by-step way with like a worksheet with step-by-step instruction for each fold, check out the course for sure. Yeah, that's all I have time for today, so I hope you enjoyed this one. I've also done one for sports bras that you can check out. So yeah, see you next week.